We have a serious problem with war. It's making some people lots of money, so they don't want to stop doing it. They've chained our whole economy to it, and it's empowered foreign interests to buy huge portions of our infrastructure. Great expense and effort are placed on obscuring how various problems in our country are related to this one, resulting in an erosion of our civil rights. Since the advent of the Cold War, the American people have been tricked over and over into staking their prosperity and liberty on crimes our government commits abroad. It has to stop. The people who do this aren't even all evil. This system stems from mistakes made years before they had any power. Now all the rich people are terrified we'll find out what they've done to us and will put their heads on pikes before they can explain it's not their fault. Which it mostly is, but this is a very understandable fear. And here's the trouble. If we don't allow them to participate in a way other than being a head on a pike, they're not going to let us fix anything. So we won't do that. I'm sorry, I wish we could. I'm angry too. But the first thing that must be said is that this plan does not involve putting any billionaires' heads on pikes. In fact, they probably still get to be rich. We'll figure out what that means later. The reason the problem is so serious that it requires radical change is the existence of weapons of mass destruction. Basically, we figured out how to destroy the biosphere, and now all the countries that can do it are locked in an eternal I'm not touching you game that we're all worried will end with a loud bang followed by a long silence. The civil network is a governmental concept intended to eliminate this risk by repurposing the military and prison-industrial complexes. It maximizes the freedom of communities to determine who they are and how to behave within their boundaries, while allowing for the big region-wide public works we all love from more centralized forms of governance. It seeks to do this by applying modern communication technology to the concept of federation. Since we can't realistically expect human beings to stop making war on each other anytime soon, the civil network keeps those wars from damaging the biosphere by ensuring that there is no target big enough you'd ever need to use a nuke to hurt it. That's really the gist of it. If there are no nations, there will be no nuclear war. China will never wipe San Francisco off the map if there is no United States for it to be mad at. The civil network is an attempt to replace the concept of nation-states with something safer and more decentralized that still gives the captains of global industry a place to do the sort of things they do. We actually do need and benefit from many of their platforms and innovations, after all. We just want them to stop their side business of bombing people and selling our infrastructural revenue streams to people who hate us. So, billionaires, come to the table and renegotiate the social contract with us. It'll be much less costly than oppressing us harder. It is my hope that this document will serve as an informal framework to begin this discussion in the name of peace. There will be many critics of this idea. Some will say, I am advocating for no federal government at all, a state of anarchy where the leaders in a given place do whatever they like. Others will say I am advocating for one world government, a global state that will end national sovereignty. These are generally considered opposites, but I promise I will make this make sense. We have to do both.